Good morning. In class, we've been talking about attending college and what it takes to get into college, the cost, what college looks like. What we have to understand first is that you have to do well in high school to be admitted. When we looked at the number of students who actually get to enroll compared to the number of students who apply, we realized that most colleges are about 50% or less allowing students in. Many are around 5, 10, or 15%. So your high school career is very important. Your high school career at Western can start in your 8th grade year. It can start with marching band, Spanish, Japanese, French, a manufacturing class, and an ag class in high school. As 8th graders, if you qualify to take these classes, you will start your high school career here. It's important for you to understand there is a plan for you to make it from 9th grade to 12th grade so that you have your diploma. This plan is set up by the state of Indiana. It is not set up by individual school corporations, but everybody in Indiana has that same plan to follow. So we're going to take a look at that today. If you will watch this video, when we're done, you'll know what to do. Right now, I have gone to Western High School online. And you will notice that you have Western High School right here. Below the 4 stars, you will find an area where you can click Students. When you click Students, you get a lot of options. But the option I want you to look at is Student Services right here. There's a lot of good material in this site. The next place I would like to go is once you click Student Services, you will click on Student Services Home. This will get you to a site where you can get a lot of information on what you have to do to graduate high school. At the bottom of that Student Services Home page, you will find 2 items. Scholarship information when you're a senior is vitally important. There will be between 80 and 100 different scholarships that you can apply for, and they make it very simple. They give you your forms and everything right there. Keep that in mind. What we're going to look at today is this current course description handbook. The current course description handbook lists every class that you can take at Western High School. It also tells you what year you can take the class, and you just have to follow the map that's given to you by the state. So let's take a look at, again, that's the same picture, sorry. If you get to the core, the book, this is what you'll find. And this is set out by the state of Indiana. The Core 40 is the minimum requirements for your basic diploma now. If you notice, you need 8 credits of English. This is not 8 classes, but 8 credits. You get 1 semester for the first, 1 credit for the first semester and 1 credit for the second semester. So in 9th grade, when you take your language arts class, you will get a credit for the semester that starts in August and ends in December, and you will get a credit from January to May. So it's really very much like middle school. It's 1 class, but you get a credit for before Christmas and 1 after Christmas break. So you will do that your 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade year. If you take a look at mathematics, I want you to understand right here with the class of 2016, this requirement changes that all students are to take 4 years of math. So in this booklet, you will have to look up what are you going to take your senior year. Then you're going to move to science. In science, you will take biology as freshmen, and then you get to choose what you want to do next. Do you want chemistry? Do you want physics? Do you want integrated chemistry and physics? And then you get to choose 2 credits. I want you to keep in mind that if you think you're going to go into engineering, medicine, anything that is tech or science driven, you should take 4 years of science. Social studies, your history, you can take in your sophomore or junior year. If you take it your junior year, that's typically a class that is gets you college credit. It's an AP course, which means advanced placement, and it gets you a little bit higher grade point average. When you see these 2 that are 1 credit each right here, that's U.S. government and econ, you take those your senior year. Being 1 credit, you either take them, you'll take 1 before Christmas and 1 after Christmas. That gets you your whole year of social studies. And then you can take world history or civilization. If you take a look at the directed electives, when you fill in your schedule, you're going to go right through it. So English, you're going to put in English for 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade. And then you're going to do the same for math. And then you're going to fill in your science. But then you're going to start plugging in your directed electives after you have the previous 4 done. Notice that if you take world languages, French, Japanese, or Spanish, you will start getting your directed electives. Also for band, choir, visual arts. So let's say your freshman year, you take choir all year long, and you also take French all year long. You would get 2 credits for French, 2 credits for choir, and you would already have 4 of your 5 credits done. If you throw in a fax class, that is all 5. So this schedule looks tough, but it's really not. Your PE, it says you need 2 credits. If you are involved in a team sport at Western, or if you're in marching band, that counts as 1 of your credits. Your health and wellness you must take, or you can take 3 fax classes as the schedule says. Health and wellness gives you a good idea on how to eat healthy, how to avoid drugs, peer pressure. It's really a very helpful course. If you take a look, computer apps is no longer required, but it would be a good idea to take some business classes and perhaps a coding class. Electives are anything you want to take because you're interested in them. You have 7 classes per day. You need to fill those up. So the next thing I look at is what your booklet looks like. As you start scanning through your booklet, the first thing you need to fill in is English. Well, if we take a look, you have regular English 9, or you have Honors English 9. If you plan on going to college, you probably should enroll in the Honors English. It will have a little more writing, maybe a little more reading in it, but you get to choose what you want. So at this point, if you were working on your schedule, you would write one of these 2 English classes down for your 9th grade class. The next thing we're looking at is 10th grade. Again, you have English 10, you have Honors English 10. If you get into Honors English 10 and it's just too tough, then you can drop back to regular English 10 at the semester, and vice versa. If you're in regular English and you decide you want to go to college, sign up for English 10 Honors at the semester break. Now notice when you get into 11th grade. 11th grade, I don't have them all in here, but 11th grade you would have your regular English, you would have your Honors English, but look here, you could take short stories. It's a 1 semester class. Then you would have to find another 1 semester class. Film literature is 1, and so is creative writing. It is a 1 semester class, so you could make it what you want it to be. You have to start looking through this book and filling out the schedule that I have given to you. And I did give that to you on Friday before we left. This is the schedule I gave you. So you will notice that what I want you to do is start filling out your requirements. So go ahead and put in, you should have this paper at home with you. If you don't, you can create this at home. Just write it out. Notice there are 7 periods per day. That's because that's how many there are in the high school. You will have to take 7 classes per day. So you will put in your English, your math, and then underneath here you're going to write your science, your social studies, your directed electives, your health, your wellness, where you're taking it. So tell me, look through the booklet and tell me, what class do you want in English for your ninth grade year, your 10th grade year, your 11th grade year, and then your 12th grade year? Okay, so you're going to fill these four out first. You're going to look at the English section in the book first. Then you're going to go back and pick up math. We looked at the schedule and it said the beginning math class has to be Algebra 1. So that will be your ninth grade year, Algebra 1. Your math for the second year, your 10th grade year, will be geometry. Your third year will be Algebra 2. No options there. And then you can look at the math classes for what you want your senior year. So you're going to start filling this out using the catalog that is at the Student Services site. When you get it done, and it will take you about 3 days, so this is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. When you get it done, you will turn it, take a screenshot or take a picture of your paper that you filled out and send it to me in Google Classroom.